as a reminder, you are watching the Huddle Ninja here, breaking down all things Super Bowl 59 with Mitch and Nick from oddshark.com. And I want to start with the kick of destiny. Mitch, this is something that you've been covering. So explain it to me. What is the kick of destiny and what is different about it this year?
Yeah, it's completely different this year. If you missed the couple Rob Gronkowski iterations, spoiler alert, he missed both of his kicks over the last 2 years, so not great. So they're like, we need some fresh blood. We need a whole new thing. This year, instead of halftime, it's going to be happening a couple hours before the game during the Fox pregame show. I believe around 3 Eastern time. So if you're watching the game, setting up your parties, tune in, and you can get some free money. This is basically free money over at FanDuel. You have to pick Peyton Manning, Eli Manning. Which one of these guys is going to win a 25-yard field goal kicking contest? They have one shot. They go back and forth. Whoever hits it, if the other misses, they win. We'll have 3 rounds until we determine a winner. No winner after 3 rounds. They're calling it quits. So you got to hope someone wins first. So it's going to be interesting. It's very different than the will Gronk, won't Gronk make it. It's more of picking which brother is going to be better.
So what do betting markets for this thing actually look like? And what are you betting? Which brother are you taking and why?
Yeah, so it's not like a traditional minus 120 favorite, plus 150 underdog. You're betting. It's completely 50-50. So you are looking to win a share of $10 million with all of the other people who correctly picked whether Peyton or Eli would win. So this isn't necessarily traditional handicapping. Like if you want to do it the old school way, I'm leaning Eli because he's younger. I honestly think those few years are probably the only real piece of data we have to go off of. He's a little more clutch around the Super Bowl than Peyton Manning, too. If you want to go back and look at the numbers, he's got a couple rings I'm sure we all remember. But really, I think you want to go for the guy you think fewer people are going to pick. I do believe that'll be Eli. Peyton's more of a name brand, even though Eli had those rings. I think, personally, they're not putting out any data on this, so you can't really fact check it. But the fewer people who pick the winner, if you're on the right side, the more of that share of $10 million you get. So that's really my thought process right now.
Is there any footage of either of them attempting a field goal?
You'll have to know. That's the first thing I look for. I'm like, man, maybe in like a practice in 2006, Peyton Manning like tried to kick a field goal. You could go back. I scrubbed through Twitter, looked up all the keywords, couldn't really find anything. And I looked at, okay, what kickers did the guys play with? Vinatieri, like Pat McAfee as a punter kicker. These guys played with some pretty name brand guys, but not enough to like sway. I don't think Adam Vinatieri is going to come out of retirement and like really teach Peyton Manning how to kick a football. I think you kind of got to go with your gut and you got to pick the guy who you think fewer people are going to take.